Hello everybody, welcome back to English in 10 with me, Natalie. It's lovely to see you. Today we are going to look at 10 ways that you can avoid saying, I don't like it. I don't like it. And they're usually a little bit less severe and also a little bit more polite. And also, we don't really say, sometimes we do, but we don't say I don't like it that often because we have so many alternatives. So let's take a look at some of them. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, ring, so that you always know when we get up-to-date language videos. All right, without further ado, let's take a look at 10 ways to avoid saying I don't like it. Our first polite alternative to I don't like it is to say, I'm not keen on it. I'm not keen on it. For example, do you like Cardi B's music? I'm not keen on it. I'm not keen on it. So it means I don't like it, but I don't hate it. Right? I'm just not, I'm not keen on it. It's okay. Okay. Another alternative is to say, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. So, do you want to go to a festival with me? At the summer, do you want to go to a festival with me? I'm not a big fan of big gatherings. I'm not a fan of big gatherings. So what I'm really saying is, I don't like big gatherings. But it's very common to say, I'm not a fan of something. Great. All right, let's take a look at another alternative to I don't like it. Another alternative to I don't like is to say, I'm not really into it, or I'm not really into something. For example, imagine, as many people do now, you are online dating and your friend says, what do you think about this guy? You say, I'm not really into guys with beards. Not really into guys with beards. What I'm really saying is, I don't like guys with beards. I don't like that man. But it's a much nicer, much more polite way of saying it. I'm not really into guys with beards. Another example is to say, I'm not crazy about. I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about something. For example, do you like tofu? I'm not crazy about it. It means I don't like it, but it's not as hard. I would probably eat it, but it's not really my favorite. I'm not crazy about it. I'd rather have something else. So I'm not crazy about it. We'll quite often also say, I'm not crazy about the idea. If somebody suggests something to you or something is happening, and you don't like it, but you really don't like it, you can say, well, I'm not crazy about the idea, which implies I definitely don't want to do it. Great. Let's move on and have a look at another way to avoid saying I don't like. Another common phrase to use is to say, it's not really my thing. It's not really my thing. For example, should we go to a karaoke bar? Do some singing. Should we go to a karaoke bar? Yeah, that's not really my thing. It's not really my thing. Okay, excellent. You can also say that something is not for me. Something is not for me. Let me give you an example. You're still doing your dating, but in person, and someone says to you, have you tried online dating? Have you tried online dating? You say, yeah, no. Online dating is not for me. it's not for me. It means it's not something I want to do. I'm not interested. Something is not for me. Perfect. Let's take a look at the next one. Another thing that you can say is to say something is not my favourite. It's not my favourite. For example, have you met the new guy at work? What do you think? He's not my favourite. In this context, it means I don't really like him. He's not my favourite. It's a little sarcastic sounding to say, I don't like him. He's not very nice. But you don't have to use it just for people. You can use it for anything as well. You can use it for things, for food, whatever you want. It works for all situations. So something is not my favourite. I don't like it. Great. Let's take a look at the next one. This one, I think, is very British. It's to say that something is not your cup of tea. For example, Jane has redecorated her living room. Have you seen it? What do you think? Well, it's not my cup of tea, but she likes it. It's not my cup of tea, but she likes it. This implies I don't like it. I don't like it. But you know, it's her living room. She likes it. That's good. That's good. I'm happy for her. But it's not my cup of tea. I would never redecorate my living room to look like that. Okay? So something is not your cup of tea. Perfect. Okay. We've got a couple more to go. Let's look at the next one. Another thing you can say instead of I don't like it is to say it's not my style. It's not my style. For example, if you're shopping and your friend picks something out, she says, what about this? What about this? You could try this on. You say, yeah, it's not really my style. It's not my style. It means I don't like it. That's not something I would wear. It's not my style. You can also use this for other things. It doesn't just have to be clothes. You can say, it's not really my style. Why don't you send such and such a text message and tell them how unhappy you are? That kind of thing's not really my style. It means I don't want to do it. I don't like it. Okay? They're all really, really common. We use them all the time. I'm sure that now you've learnt them. You'll hear it on the TV, in the movies, people speaking in the street. If you're in an English-speaking country, you'll hear them say it all the time. You're like, I know what that means. That guy doesn't like that. All right. So I hope that this was really helpful and that you've learnt something and that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Have a lovely day. Take care.